What is going on, and welcome back to the Director of Football Journeyman with me, FoggyPlays, on FM21. Today we're taking on AZ with the potential to take on, I think, is it Arsenal? I think Arsenal is who we could get in the next round. Arsenal or Gothenburg. Arsenal are 4 up from their first leg against Gothenburg. We do have the small little issue of trying to pass AZ, who we drew 1-1 with in the first leg. It's not ideal. But since we were here last, we have beaten Fortuna Dusseldorf 4-2, which was quite nice. Illing got himself a brace. He's been a little bit out of the goals recently. He scored against Hanover. Our players have been in mixed form recently. We struggled to beat Werder Bremen. Thankfully, got past them. Ezekiel Palacios with a screamer of a goal. We then drew 1-1 with AZ. But when I show you how AZ started the game, so we played our normal, as you do, 4-2-3-1, because that's what works. Muller got himself a goal after coming off the bench and scoring from a throw, I think. But this is how AZ lined up. They were ultra defensive, very difficult to break down, but we eventually did. So I'm a little annoyed with how they played in their home leg. No, we were at home. Yeah, we were at home. So their home leg, hopefully they'll play more expressive and we can beat them. And then against Wolfsburg, 4-4. The game was mental. As you can see, they scored their fourth in the 91st minute. We got our equaliser in the 92nd. Really expected more from the game, but what can you do? We currently sit 6th in the league. I'm going to say we're probably not going to finish any higher. We're 9 points behind Leipzig. There is still 5 games to go. Don't think Leipzig and Mainz are both going to drop enough points for us to make it to the Champions League, which I'm assuming is what 4th place would get you. It does. 6 would get us into the Europa League, which is what the board want in 3 or 4 seasons. Yeah, work towards qualifying. So we'd actually qualify for it like 4 years in advance, which would be delightful. But we're going into this game knowing that we have to win, because they have an away goal. We do not. And we're going in with a slightly different team for this game after the 4-4 draw with Wolfsburg. We weren't great. Do I actually want to start Kulikov? No, we're going to start Mutumbo as the Mazzella. I'm going to put Palacios back to being a deep line playmaker. So we've Kilvini, Havani starting in goal. Neguera and Martinez continue as our wing backs. Balakopcha and Tapsoba start in central defence. Mutumbo and Palacios as our central midfield partnership. As I said, Mutumbo's going to start up front. I'm making changes again on the fly. Illing and Bracalo as our wide men, with Amiri starting as the shadow striker behind Mutumbo. Amiri has been just a standard attack midfielder recently, not been great. So yeah, we're changing that. Dillman has agreed to move to Wolfsburg. He made that signing, I think it was the day after we played that game against them. So he's off, which that's fine. He's been fairly terrible this year, to be fair. He's played 18 games and scored 2 in the league. So yeah, he's really fallen out of favour. He was never meant to be a first choice striker anyway. He was always the backup option, I guess. But he might get some opportunities. Rodriguez also has had offers from West Brom. That throw unfortunately came to nothing for us, as it are on the break. But like I said, he did have offers from, I think it was West Brom, who actually are without a manager at the moment because we got away with that one. That was very, very close to us conceding. Thankfully, we survived. Balakotcha heads away. But West Brom lost their manager to Wolfsburg, and I don't think they've got a new manager yet. Wolfsburg did sack Gareth Southgate, but the new boss that came in, oh my god, what is Balakotcha doing? Okay, Amiri saves him from his own mistakes. Muller puts Matumbo through, has 4 men to get through, and Illing takes the ball off Matumbo, smashes in the back of it. 25 goals for the season from a winger who, when I arrived, was almost sold to loaned. Was it loaned to West Ham? I think it was a loan to West Ham. An update on the youth intake. They haven't played a game yet, so I'm not sure. Oh, Stings. That was very well played by AZ. The youth intake, I don't know what's going to happen because they haven't had a game yet, and because they haven't played, they don't get selected. Like, the director of football won't offer contracts to them. So I think we're going to have to wait until like right at the end of the time they're here before we'll find out if any of them are going to get signed. And we did lose one of our future youth intake players to Hoffenheim. I think it was Hoffenheim. It was Hoffenheim or Schalke. They're after taking one of our, I think it was a striker. But from what it says, you can never really judge because it's always like 4-star silver players. So we're going to find out in the not too distant future if any of the players that came through our youth intake are actually going to be youth intake players for us. Bracalo has picked up an injury. That's not good. Illing was going to move over to left. Bracalo is going to come off for... I'm going to bring on Buendia and see what he can do. We are, after null and voiding their away goal from the first leg, which definitely makes a difference. Or should do anyway. Buendia has picked up the loose ball. Gets dispossessed by Barbosa. Keeps a hold of the ball though. Muller gets to Buendia. Cuts inside. Ezequiel Palacios with his 3rd of the season. That was very questionable in terms of what was going on there. Nobody seemed to want to kick the ball in any sort of anger. Like, Buendia just kind of kept running. And eventually got it to Palacios. Ball goes into the back of the net. It's 2-1 just coming up on half time. As it is right now, a draw in this game is good enough for us to qualify because we have 2 away goals. So we're going to pump our fists and say there is still room for improvement. Nobody cares. We're going to pump our fists again, just continuously. Pump the fists. Bracalo, Muller's not having a great game. I could, because Matumbo's not scored, I could just swap you over, make you a complete forward on attack. Because Muller, surprisingly, still our best striker. As it is right now, Muller still the best striker. We're going to move Matumbo back to central midfield, put Muller up front, see if that makes any difference. See if Muller can get involved in the goal scoring part of, being a footballer, being a striker, as he claims to be. Players are frustrated. Didn't mean to encourage them. Not quite sure what I was intending on doing. I think I'm just autopiloting. Palacios gets dispossessed. Stings, Badour, Cosmin Badour, 24 for the season, has levelled it on the night, levelled it on aggregate, but we still have the away goal. I'm assuming away goals count, because it's Europe. Muller doesn't get there. Amiri picks up the ball. Back to Noguera. Palacios. All the way back to Kilvini Havani. Gets it full. Can't find any of our players. Ends up with Calvin Stings, who finds Andriv. Martinez. Oh my god, Cosmin Badour. How do you concede that goal? He literally kicked it at him. Badour had no idea what was going on. And as I'd lead. I don't want to watch it again. That was terrible defending. Oh, never mind. I clicked the button. I was like, what is going on? Right, we're going to berate the lads because this is not good enough. Buendia is overwhelmed. So is Matumbo. Alright, Muller's just getting worse. So we're going to take him off for Antonelli. Our left side of our defence is playing terribly. Our goalkeeper's having a mare of a game. I'm going to bring on Brettfielder instead of Martinez. And we're actually going to make you a complete wingback on attack. You're not much of a wingback as it is. Like, Noguera is barely a right back. So we're just going to leave him as the wingback on support. But we're going to try and... Oh, Dirk Proper is still playing for AZ after he left us at PSV. Tabsoba. What do you do if we lose this game? Andriv Offside. Andre's offside. Andre's offside. He's offside. He's offside. Checking. Goal review. Goal disallowed. Of course it was. Alright, we have 20 minutes. We're going very attacking. And when I get the opportunity, I'm going to berate the lads. Why? Why does he keep kicking it to literally like nowhere? Nobody's there to get the ball. Thankfully, Antonelli gets forward with it. Antonelli. Oh, we're making a tactical change. Yeah, this is what we're doing. You're going as an inside forward. Buendia stays an inside forward. Palacios, get forward, my friend. Complete wing back on attack for Breitweiler. Throwing Aguero forward. I think that is what we're going to go with for now. If needs be, we can just cut the whole midfield out and just have everyone attacking in an attacking midfield position. Tabsoba to Belacacha. Gets it out to Buendia, who just kind of messes around for a little bit. Palacios gets it out to Illing. To Palacios. Gets it out to Breitweiler. Gets across and Illing. Get it. Makes it 3-3 on the night. 4-4 on aggregate. We are still... Yeah, okay. I spotted it down the bottom. The away goal rule still is a part of this competition. So that's what we're looking for. We're going to demand more. Come on, lads. Seriously. All right? You can't be frustrated or pressured. I'm telling you to play football, which is what you're supposed to be. Oh, no. Kamga. Tapsoba hits it clear. Can't find a Bear player, but Amiri boots it clear. Matumbo gets it through to Artonelli. Artonelli dinks the keeper. It is 4-3. 4-3 on the night. 5-4 in aggregate. I'm glad you got to see this one. I'm glad this is the game that you got to see, not the other one. The other one was exceptionally boring. The fact they played 5-man defence. 5 at the back, 2 DMs. The midfielders were basically just wing backs, and their strikers were just left on their own. And we are through. We're through to the semi-final to play, I'm assuming, Arsenal. I wasn't keeping track of the scores, but I would imagine Arsenal, with their 4-0 victory over Gothenburg in the first leg, were able to hold out. It ended 0-0. Genk end up losing 4-0 to Torino on the night, and Torino go through to play Sevilla, who won 5-1 against Rio Ave. It's going to be a broken toe. I'm going to put my arm around you and be like, hey. Wish I could have grabbed him by his foot, because that seems to be what I do to players. Broken arm. How we getting on? So that's made a little bit of a dent in the fact that we're hemorrhaging money. Arsenal sitting 6th in the Premier... We're still hemorrhaging money. Arsenal sitting 6th in the Premier League. Okay, it looks like United have won the league again for the second year in a row. Derby County are doing quite well. It's not bad. I haven't checked. Calantari's having a good season, which is nice. Southampton, West Ham, and Crystal Palace all potentially on the relegation train. Wigan sitting 16th. Since we left, Wigan have just kind of steadily stayed mid-table. After didn't we get them into... Where did we get them? Didn't we get them into the... Was it the playoffs? Yeah, we got them into the playoffs of the championship after winning League One. They've not really done a whole lot since we left. But yeah, we're playing Arsenal in the next round. As you can see, Snow was all with Brighton. Rodriguez, there was a 19.25 million offer brought in for Rodriguez. Got rejected. We have transfer listed him since the offer came in, and the director of football has put him up for a value of 25 million. So we'll see what happens with that. Tillman is considered a midfielder. I would consider him barely a footballer, but he is gone, unfortunately. So there's one player left less that we'll have in our first team. But we do have Fraser Sharp coming in, who isn't having a great season, of course. Standard. as to be expected, I suppose. What I think we'll do in the next episode is I want to do maybe a double header. We do Hertha and Arsenal because I want to show a Hertha game on the channel because I am a Hertha fan. So Hertha against Arsenal in the next episode, Bundesliga game, and the Euro Cup 2 Conference League semi-final second leg, where if we beat Arsenal, we go into the final to play either Sevilla or Torino, and could be our second time winning the competition. We knocked out first time winners, or the winners who won it the first time, AZ. So if you have enjoyed this episode, please do make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, share with all of your friends, and I will see you in the next one.